Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 2 in our Shabby Triple Stack Book, book thrown in there, video series. And there's no PDF for this series because there's just no way to make a PDF for an envelope stack. Now, I was looking at this and I was trying to figure out a way to make it look better. You'll notice one of the CD covers is gone. Well, it's not gone, it's somewhere else in the stack. But the thing I discovered is that it's too, by the time we add the paper on, it's too heavy to be the cover stack. So that's why I removed the CD from the front of the stack, because I didn't want the inside stack to look like what I wanted the outside, the cover stack to look like. Okay, I've been sitting here for a couple of hours kind of just staring at it. And that happens sometimes with envelope stacks because your brain gets going around and around and around. And then I started thinking about what I wanted on the front cover. And then I came back to this one. And so I've added a little bit to this one to balance it out. And since it's going to be on the inside anyway, and it looks like even without the paper, let me move this. I didn't paper this, I just inked it. Let's stick it inside for just a second. For just a hot second. But it looks like it's filling this up nicely. So by the time we get papers and stuff on it, it will be good. Plus we have the other side to do. Sorry about that, crash bang. So let's just go ahead with this being the inside one. And I measured, of course, since they're all the same size, it still fits. And let me show you what I did. We're going to have to add some magnets, even though I thought we weren't, because they don't do any good in an envelope stack, but that's not true. And I'll show you here in just a second. We're going to put a tie on this over and above the entire envelopes. In fact, we're going to put the tie on that and not around the entire envelope stack. And we're going to run it out from behind here and tie it shut here. Let me change one of my notes then. Otherwise, I'll forget. Because I was going to tie it from here. You see how that... I was going to tie it from here to here. Then that leaves this part open. Oh, see? This is just the way it goes. Alright. So what I will do is I will tie this to the back. So the ribbon won't be up there. The ribbon will be down here. Ribbon to the front. And that will be there. Okay? And we're also going to need, I believe, a magnet on here just to hold it so that it doesn't stick straight up, because that makes me crazy. We'll check it after I take the paper clips out. It may not be so bad. So this is what I have. Before we had it, we didn't have this envelope here, and when you open it like this, then it was just this big open with nothing there. And it just kind of opened up on the left side. So I added this. So this will open. Then this will open. And that will open. And then this will already be open. And then underneath it is going to be another CD that opens. And so then you're going to have 4 all the way out both ways. Okay, so it's going to open up ginormous. And then you open this part And then this is going to open this way. This is going to open. Then this is going to open. Then that will open. Then we have place for stationery. And then we'll put something here. And that will be the inside. I'm going to, once we get everything glued, then I will take another look at it and see, because we can't, glue anything to the side because it's already taken. So if you try to glue something this way to be on this side, it won't work if you're going to run the flap over the top here. So you could take and attach an envelope to the paper. And this one would work perfect for that. Okay, so let's paper clip it right here so we don't forget about it. That way we won't have just this big open space here. I mean, we will. Let's see. And then this is actually going to be up here. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then it'll go inside here. And that's a decent size envelope stack. See how this is going to go. But we're going to tie it down. So even if we had a magnet holding it down, I still would like it better if it laid down here, even once we untie it, which is the ties to hold this shut. So I think I'm going to put one. Where do I want it? I want it about here. Yeah, that looks like it would be right. In case you're wondering, I was holding my head sideways looking to see where my finger was. Okay. Oh, these sleeves are driving me crazy. That's what I get for filming everything in one day. My sleeves are all stretched out. So let's go in. And to do this like this, we have to glue the CD cover down first. Except I just ripped it. It's going to be covered, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll set that there. And open this up. I'll put glue on it. Now, is there a... Do I want it even with that? Trying to think. And then the envelope here. Okay, then we're going to glue this one down. if you can hear all the sirens. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden, I live close to the fire station. All of a sudden, every siren in the place went off. It's pouring down rain. If it had been a little bit colder, it's about 38 degrees. It was sleeting last night. The day before that, during the day, it was in the 20s, and that night it had gone all the way down to 14. And I live in Seattle. I mean, that's just crazy. Now let's check this here first. It's either got to go up or down a little bit. I vote up. I'm having to put new glue on it because of the sticky that was already on the envelope. Okay. So let's move it up a little bit to about here. That's better. Yeah, see, I'm definitely going to want a magnet on that to hold it down. And the CD's there. I'm going to put something there. Yes, you see how that opens 4 sections wide. So we'll put something here. And then maybe, we'll maybe put some stationery in here. No, because then I'd have to try to cut this out. Good grief. And that would make me crazy. Plus, we have this cut for a top pocket already. So, okay. The reason I'm making these notes to myself is because some of these are going to need thumb holes. That's what my thumb hole punch is for, which I wish was a little bit bigger. The ribbon we're going to use is like a chocolate brown. And don't forget, you're going to need a ton of some sort of tab. That's going to go on the paper. Okay. So I make notes to myself on the envelopes, especially if they have to be loose and paper clipped into some weird spot. Okay, so now this one. Oh, that says right side for gluing it on. It's already glued on. Okay. So Remember, all these pockets are going to need cards. Now, I told you that we're not going to make cards, and we're not, because then this would be a video about making cards. Seriously, it would. So, did I just glue that on the wrong way? I think I did. That's what I get for talking and not paying attention to which way it was paper clipped on. Yes, I did. Remember, that's why we couldn't put the other one going this way. This one I cut shorter, and I made its top pocket. Okay, but the eye kind of wants it to be even. Okay, and this goes here. This closes. You see, we're going to need a magnet here. We're going to have to go through. This is going to need a magnet. All the ones that are going to end up flopping. This one is going to need one too. Because I don't like them all flapping around. Some people it doesn't bother, but it does me. Okay, so we can actually put the magnets on. No, can't for that one. We have to wait. Let's glue this pocket on. I mean envelope. We're not going to worry about this. When we glue the paper on along here, it will hold this shut. And then we're going to have glue here. So that will hold this part to the paper itself. So when we're putting things in and out, then it won't matter. You know, it won't get caught on the paper. I'm sorry about that noise. My neighbor's vehicle. Or something. I hear it all the time. I believe it's a car. Yeah, because see, that's going to do that. Good thing I just got some new tape and new magnets. Okay. That would work, wouldn't it? And slide in and out. We actually need the magnet on this side. And then they'll have a matching one here. I may set it to where it comes over here. That would be better. Because this is going to go here. That goes there. So that needs a magnet. So that means the magnet would be under here. Not on here. I used to make a circle with an M in them, but then I kind of overlooked them. But we're getting ready to do this right now. So let's get our magnets out. You have to be careful with them interfering with each other. You see how they stick together like this? Well, this is the way they want to go. So if you get magnets stacked on top of each other in your stack, and they're reversed, you see they only go one way. You can't make them go together this way. They're pushing out even through my finger. They're pushing away. So it will cause your paper to lift up. It will literally lift up. I've had it happen before. So what we want to do is we want to put the ribbon on here. I mean the magnet on here. I accidentally bought the skinny tape, but it actually looks like it's going to work out fine. Do I want to put it that far back? I don't think so. And this is Scotch tape, Scotch brand tape. So, yeah, it takes the ink right off the paper, or the lead. Okay. Now, let's put down the partner. So what we're going to do, okay, I made a mark by laying this down and lifting it back and seeing where the magnet was. And I'm going to, okay, they go together like that. Get my piece of tape ready. That's a little big. And then this goes up. And then that goes there. So let's see. Yep. All right. So that's that. Now, yeah, this says magnet, because otherwise it flops around. When we open this, it will flop open. So we need another magnet here. See, I have a few. Okay, so we'll put this one. hold this. I like working with magnets. I like the fact that it saves us from using 4,000 Velcro dots. Not saying that we won't need Velcro dots at some point. We may very well need some. Okay, so that's the side that makes it attach. So we want to put that side up over here. That way it's attracted to this magnet. Yep. All right. And we need something for this. Then we won't need anything for that because everything will be, we'll have to check it and see. There we go. It's easier just to put the two back on the stack and then pull one off than it is to try to pull two apart. Probably isn't going to matter. I'm just wondering, if I want a magnet there or if I do want to make it slide out on purpose. I kind of like the slidey part. Kind of makes something interesting over here. It does leave this open. This is how Winter and Victoria ended up out of control. Thinking we can cut an envelope in half and make two pockets here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do that after we put paper on. It's kind of hard when you think about what you want to put where as far as pockets and this and that, because I'm not writing it down like I normally would. So by the time I get back to it, I have to try to remember what I was going to do in that spot. So even though I do like it that way though, because now, yeah, then this will open this way and go back, and then this opens this way and then this way. Oops, that glue was still damp. There we go. Yeah, there's still glue on there, but it doesn't really come off the envelopes like it does the paper. Okay. However, we are going to need one here, because otherwise when we go to close it, it's going to see how it makes a tint. I'm still divided about the flap. This is just like what we did on the other side. But you'll use a lot of magnets in one of these, or a lot of Velcro, one of the two. The only problem is with the Velcro, it's not clear on both sides. The loop side has to, you know, is white. So it depends on what paper you're using. What did I do with the magnet? Is it stuck to one of the paper clips? Oh, I stuck it to there. Oops. I want to make sure to not accidentally tape this shut. And I'm putting the tape around to make sure when we put whatever in and out, there it hits tape, so it goes smoothly over the magnet. Now, I've got this stationery, and I'm going to actually use this as the writing paper. I'm going to make stationery actually out of coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to run it through my printer with one of the paper, or some, you know, rose themed something or other, kind of grungy, shabby. We should call this grungy. It's almost more grungy than it is shabby. I don't know. Anyway, this right here, you can see that it looks like parchment. It looks like parchment. It's a little bit heavier weight. It's about a 30-pound paper versus 21 for typing paper, 21 pound. Anyway, and I wrote down, and I'll put a link to it because I found it on Amazon again, and it's called Antique Vintage Stationery. Now, antique and vintage are pretty much the same things. I'm not really sure why they named it that, but and it's by a company called Key Depeche. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. K-I with a small I, capital D-E-P-O-C-H. Now, yeah. So, maybe it's epoch, because I don't know. I'm not going to try. I'll put a link to it in with the other links underneath the video that I'm going to have for you. The Pink Monarch, JaneyBJournals, the Christmas in Victoria video 1, so you could start that series if you like. You can use any papers, obviously. Gypsy Rose video 1. These are the two we went over in video 1 of this series. And then, and the photo album series that we went over, we went through that book / journal / envelope stack, whatever it is. Photo album. This one's actually a photo album in video 1. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use for our writing areas that are on here. Now, I've got a couple of stencils. I got this one, or I have this one that's leaves, like a branch with some leaves. I also have this one that's roses. Now, I am not going to try to do colors that will show up against that brown. You know, like some sort of a red that looks like a rose red that shows up against that. No. The stencil color is going to be the inking color. I think. Yeah, because none of the other colors are going to look right up against this on this paper. In fact, it would have been good to have been able to do it in black, but that's not, you know, what we're doing. Okay, so either one of these stenciled would be brown. Oz is going to bark. The big pit bull just went by in the stairwell. Okay, so we're not going to be we're going to be doing something on here. Oh, every dog in the building's barking. Oz is being good. Oh, or not. I lost my train of thought. So, I want to start. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about it. It comes $48 in the pack, and it's $12.99. I know. I know. I feel your pain. I know. You don't want to know how much money I spend on paper and glue every month. Out of me own pocket. Yeah, I've decided we do need a magnet on this. Okay. I want to make sure that it's far enough in. Oh, wait a minute. If this is going to be there and it's going to have a magnet, then this magnet needs to be on this envelope. Almost need to paper this just to put the stack together. Well, that would work. Why wouldn't that work? They're the same size. And it'll open this way. This will still be attached. It would pull the whole thing off, though. Because if this is open, you would still be able to open this. Never done one that way before. Why don't I just go ahead and glue it on now with the flap? then we can paper over it. That's what I'll do. I'll solve my own problem. Yay! Problem solving 101. Look at the problem. Now, I haven't set any papers aside and said this goes on page 1. No. I just can't. There's too many. So we're just going to have to go along with the flow and decide. Okay, this one's going to need a magnet. Decide as we go. Get some pop here. Yep, this is going to need a magnet to go here. This is going to need a magnet to go here. Okay. See? Do you see what I mean about it? You see, that wants to go right to that one. So we're going to put it down here. There's another one that it's repelling from. There's another one right there. It's not very heavy, so it doesn't matter. I don't think that it's not in the center. What about there? Because we can't put it here because of this one. Well, it wouldn't matter if we open it and it sticks, would it? Yes, it would. All right, as long as I do that, did you see it flip over on its own? So that means they repel each other, so it's okay to stack them. Darn it. Almost got away from me. I had to try to keep that one from flipping right over onto the other one that's underneath already. So we probably won't be able to put any more magnets on. Even though I really need one here. Yeah, there isn't one there. So this would be like this. Have you kept track of how many magnets are in here? We'll have to go back and count. It's stuck to my finger because of my ring. Oh no, because of this thing in my hand. I think I just broke one. a little piece of one on my desktop. That's the one I was going to have slide, isn't it? Yeah, we don't need this note anymore. I don't want anything to be confusing. My friends, it's Christmas Eve, just like in video 1. And the Messenger is doing all kinds of cute stuff. You know, if you type in the word tree, it shows a little Christmas tree and sends it to everybody on your list in the chat, you know. And they've been driving me crazy all day, and I'm expecting a message from my grandson. It's his birthday, but he's at work. He's 19. He's 19 today. So I keep thinking it's a message from him instead of them typing tree back and forth, and Santa, and Mrs. Santa, and Snowman, and whatever else cute little picture comes up, which is fine. It's fun. If I hadn't been already waiting for the other message, so that I have to keep checking it, and then I keep getting our Secret Santa chat. I participated in a Secret Santa, well, 2 this year, actually. One through Junk Journal with Joy Facebook group. That's my friend Joy. And Joy Alderson, not Anderson, Alderson. She does amazing tutorials and journals and things like that. You should check out her group. Oh, look, I put it on backwards. Can you see how it's repelling it? Oh, that's why. Because it flipped over. Okay. There we go. So I put the tape on it ahead of time, and I just mashed it down with my finger where I wanted it to go before it had a chance to slide over and grab to this magnet right here. Yeah. Okay. This one kind of pulls funny. I think I want it on the top. Yeah, that looks much better. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, and so we set up wish lists on Amazon. It was the easiest way. Plus, you get free shipping that way. And then we had a third person, not a third person, but a non-swapping person, a non-Santa person, set up the swaps, who sent to who, and then that way nobody knew. So Christmas night, we're all getting together, and we're opening our Christmas presents. Then we're also going to, I think I want to do the same thing here. We're also going to try to guess who in the group is our Secret Santa. I don't know what happens if you get it right. I think you just get brownie points. Anyway, it's going to be fun. My other group, I didn't get mine. So I have no present to open tomorrow morning. Zip zero nada. Oh, that's not true. Cassie from the same group sent me a small Christmas gift. And my friend Kyung from Wonders by Wink and Kyung Shotwell on YouTube sent me some cookies. But I already opened those and ate them. I don't know how that happened, except for I wasn't sure if there was something in there that needed to be refrigerated. Now, where does this go? It goes under here. Yeah. Anyway, one's going to be fun and one's not. Can't put it there. All right, I can't believe we made it. And that looks terrible. This one needs to be out just a little bit more. That's better. It was too far back this way, so even though they were connecting, it was doing like this with the, because the paper's not that thick. Okay, so I think we have this all together. And then we need to put our ribbon on. I'm not super happy with that, but the ribbon, well, we've got a magnet here, so we don't have to worry about here. So let's put the ribbon on here. So we'll need to put it here. You know, where I had it marked in the first place. Oops. You know, up here where I had it marked. We could still put one to the bottom, to the CD cover that is just cosmetic. Maybe that would be kind of fun. Okay. It's a pain in the rear, but we can't really paper until we do, and I don't want to forget. No, that's not where it goes. It goes back here. Look at that. That's what happens when the magnets get lined up and you don't want them to. That's why it's doing that. We have a magnet issue. The one that holds this shut. See, they were repelling each other, and that's why it was lifting up. It was too heavy to be flipped out. Okay, so then that means this one. So I'm going to have to move it down so it isn't by that one. It's too close to that one. I knew that was too good to be true. We're going to count the magnets too. And see how many we ended up using. This is not an ideal spot for a magnet to hold the envelope shut, but I don't really have a choice. You could use a Velcro dot. But I'm trying to stay away from them. Okay. There we go. Now, all we need to do is fix this and decide if we want a decorative one down here. Look at this is pulling. Somebody's not lined up correctly. I mean, they're lined up, they're sticking together, but it's pulling. It's pulling it crooked like that other one was. There we go. That's another way you can do it too. If they're right next to each other like that, you can put the tape down with the sticky side up, lay the magnet down, it'll grab, and then flip the paper down and press on the tape. And then when you lift it up, the magnet will be glued to the paper. Okay, that looks 100% better. I'm calling this part done. We've used a whole hour doing this, and you know I spent another 2 hours staring at it. Yeah, we've got 3 minutes left. So I'm going to put the ribbon on. All I'm going to do is put on, should I put it on from under here to tie that shut? I think so. So I'm going to put the ribbon on here. And then I'll put the ribbon on, oh, for goodness sake. Then I'll put the ribbon back here. Right above it. Right in line with it. Okay, so that's your homework. Then when we come back the next video, we'll start doing all the stuff we need to do to the stack. Okay? Alright, that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.